Hello, and welcome to to drafting with Jamie Rigatti. I was like, wait, what am I talking about? We're doing a what are we doing today? We're doing a Kaladesh draft. I apologize. I'm on my first cup of coffee. So yes, and I was just sort of being upset about this. This is a print run thing, right? You guys have seen this about a million times, and every time I see it, right, I'm like, oh man. Because you want both these cards if you're in black, right? Anyway, so that's something. Let's see. This is not what I want. This card's super awkward, so I'm not going to take that. Hear me out. I think these are probably stronger than Virtuoso. But since we're passing such good black cards, the person next to us is going to be in black, which is not a big deal. We could just take the Marauder and like call it a day. I'm going to take the Virtuoso here. Now, I don't know if that's smart, because it's a gold card taking a first pick, which is, you know, insane. I got that. But it's just so strong, and it's, like, really fun. So I'm tired of doing, like, what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I want to do the crazy things, and Virtuoso's crazy fun. All right, so now we can't take Cambal. Cambal? I don't know how to say this person's name. Which is fine. So I think the strongest card in the set is this, in the pack, I mean. Not in the set. In the set, that would be insane. In this pack, it's Cambal. But I'm not going to take another gold card right now. That's very irresponsible. It was irresponsible to take this in the first place. Like, it really was. And we're being a little bit punished because there's really no good red or blue in this pack. We could take the P-Foul, actually. P-Foul is not terrible if we want to go this route. I could kind of abandon this, though. I could. But Self-Assembler at this point isn't bad either. I'm going to go Self-Assembler. I know it's kind of crazy, but the earlier you take him, the better. Oh, and a Daredevil? Dang, super punished by not taking a black card. That's really good. We can also just take the Fixing, right? This is not a bad card. I like Gremlins a lot, too. Wow, I should have just listened. Should have just taken the Marauder. Silly, silly me. Silly, silly me. Punished. I'm going to take the Fixing here. Because I really do want to play Virtuoso. I'm sort of forcing it now. It's irresponsible. Being very, very irresponsible. Okay, so Fireweaver. We could probably do something good with that in this deck. If we get a couple of them. It's not the strongest card. Hunt the Weak's probably the best, right? This is not going to wheel, though, because it's the only red card in the pack. So we have to think about that. It's a nice build around. It's really early to be taking Fireweavers, though. I know that. I should probably take the Hunt the Weak here. It's removal. We have some fixing for this, so we could be like green X. I think that's probably the responsible choice. All right, here's a Tiger, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, Virtuoso really does very, very well in like a green-blue energy deck and splashing. Or red-green energy splashing blue. So it really doesn't shine in a red-blue deck. So I'm glad we took the Fixing. I'm happy to take the Tiger here. Tiger's a really strong card. Okay, Hunt the Weak number 2. All right, so we're going this route. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody worry. Hunt the Weak number 2 is good. Trade Winds Malfunction. Yeah, because red's not looking open, which is fine. I'm taking that in stride here. I don't like Malfunction. I think it's not exciting. But Trade Winds we can get later. I will take the Malfunction. I don't like it as removal, though. I really don't. All right, so here we could take... Sea Sculptor's a pretty good 2-drop. I'm down to take that here. We could have had a really good black deck, though. Sorry. Sometimes my mind is just like, oh, this is a good idea, and it's really not. Choices. All right, Theorist is pretty good here, actually. Yeah, I think we're green-blue splashing for Virtuoso, which, seriously, it'll be good. This is not a bad start. It's really not. And I've played black a lot, so I don't know. And I'm sad that we're playing blue. Playing blue in the set just makes me, like, upset. Because I feel like I don't have any 3-0 decks that have had blue in them. I've done pretty well with like blue-white. I've done okay with blue-green, like 2-1, but I've never gone 3-0 with them. All my 3-0 decks are aggro decks. Because people are just trying to do like crazy stuff and you're just like, oh, I'm going to run you over. No problem. All right, failed inspection versus Tezzeret's Ambition. It's a kind of a late Harrier too, but I don't think we're going to take a white card here. I like the card draw better, but sometimes it's nice to have a counter in your board. This is not a card that I really want to play, but I'm going to take it anyway. Okay, here's a counter for the board. That's fine. Okay. I've never seen Dramatic Reversal played. I wonder if that's playable. I've just never seen it played. Oh, here's a cub. All right, we're doing it. Here's a cub. Strong pack, though, too. Serpent's not a bad card, right? It's really not. Self-assembler, I sort of want that, but I can't pass the cub for it, so we're going to take the cub. Cub is the obvious choice here. Well, so here's where it gets a little bit interesting, but not really interesting, right? Like, Wild Wanderer is nice for our splash. Okay? And I think that's probably the responsible choice. Cobra is a really nice 2-drop, though. And I do really like Cobra a lot. And maybe we'll see some more Serpents. Like, maybe we should be taking the Cobra. But I do want to make sure we can make Virtuoso work, so I'm going to take the fixing here. And then I really want to try to get some energy sources, so we're looking for, like, an Era. We're looking for some of the modules, because I want to sort of break this. Because this is, I took this back one, pick one, like a maniac. I just have such a soft spot for this card, I really do. It's a lot of fun. It's so much, oh, here's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, is there anything else that we want over it? No, so this is great. Decoction module with the Virtuoso is a nice start. Okay, so we'll take that. Can we talk about Syndicate Trafficker for a second? I don't like that card. Dynavolt Tower. Eat that. Ooh. Wait. All right, let's not talk. Let's pause on the Syndicate Trafficker. I just don't like it. Anyway, so Dynavolt Tower. We don't have any instants or sorceries so far, do we? I'm probably not playing the Ambitions. Ambition's very strong. It's playable, but it's like, I mean, it's very expensive. It is a strong card to be able to draw 3 cards, but probably I don't want to play that. So Dynavolt Tower, how good are you looking for us? Not super good. I think I just want to have the Attune. Aviator is nice too. Especially with the Decoction module, we could just keep bouncing it. You know what? Maybe it is. Aviator's pretty strong. We already have enough fixing. Attune is really nice, but this just goes really well with Decoction module. I'm getting greedy, I think, but it's fun to be greedy, so let's be greedy. Okay, there's really nothing in this pack for us except for a Cobra, so we'll take the Cobra. Innovator's all right. Oh, man, we are getting there. Yes. Okay, Voyager is perfect. Seriously perfect. Perfect. Yes. Okay. All right, it's starting to come together because now we can get some energy to do our really fun stuff. All right. I guess a Curio Vendor if we really need another 2-drop. Like nothing here is splashable, right? Curio Vendor is so unexciting. Let's take the Innovator in case we really need playables. Windrake is fine. It's not exciting by any means, right? Like I get that, but it does fill our curve rate and it's a flyer. So some decks have a hard time dealing with it, but a lot of people are just playing Skygates or Artisans. So it's like, it's not that exciting, but it's fine. That's my point. Okay. I'm going to take the Artist in case we're short on playables. It's kind of splashable, maybe. Puzzle Knot's all right. All right. Probably not playing that, but I don't want any of those red cards, so we'll take that. Okay. So what do we need? We need some removal. I'm not playing Self-Assembler unless we get a couple more of them. I don't really want to play Cow Prowler, so I kind of want to upgrade on that. Blade Master is a fine 2-drop. I'm okay with this. I mean 3-drop. A 2-drop, that would be ridiculous. Wow, sorry guys. I'm a hot mess. Ooh, dubious challenge. I'll rare draft. Sure. All right, failed inspection. We already have one on the board, but there's no way we're playing this Wily Bandar, is there? Yeah, no. No. Okay, Curio Vendor. Oh, you wield. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Have you ever seen a more beautiful thing in your whole entire life? I've opened so many Rashmis lately. Like seriously, I've been opening them like crazy. But here's an era too. Oh my gosh. I mean, clearly we're taking the Rashmi, but I'm really interested in the era. And a Rhino would be lovely too, but I can't pass a Rashmi. We're blue-green. I can't pass it. I learned my lesson. I passed this at F&M one time. I'm never doing it again. Especially when we're in blue-green. A cub? Guys, we have 2 cubs. This is seeming pretty good. All right, we're getting there. 2 cubs. Yes, please. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. I'm getting pretty lucky here. I'll admit it. Shrewd negotiation. No, I don't think we can do that. We have nothing to negotiate. That's very tempting, but I don't think it's the right answer. I think we want a tiger here. I think we're just off the self-assembler thing now, and I think we want a tiger. Since we have a lot of energy, I think tiger is pretty good for us. I don't really want to play this prowler either. I'm going to stick that over there. Okay. So, okay, I'll take another Voyager. Sure. This is great. Okay. Voyager number 2. Yes. Yes. All right, we're getting there. So I went 3 hunt the weeks. Not particularly, but I don't really want a Skygate either. This deck really doesn't want a Skygate. An Eager Construct isn't horrible, but I'm going to take the hunt the week. Sure. Too many 4-drops, though. That's sort of a problem. Well, here's where it sort of dries up, because I guess we could run the Automaton, but that's really not exciting. But there's nothing else here for us. Like, I'm not splashing a giant. This is not splashable. Curio Vendor, we already have 1 that we're not running. So yeah, I'll take the Automaton and probably not run it though. Sure, negotiation again. Oh, geez. What do we negotiate though? We have nothing, just the puzzle nut. I don't think I can do it. It's very strong, but we have nothing to negotiate. I could take it and see if we can grab a couple more things, but to run this card, I want to have at least 5 things I can negotiate, right? Because if not, like, it's just going to be a dead card. So, guys, I think I'm just going to take the turtle here. Turtle's fine. I'm going to take the select. Select is pretty good. Pretty good. I don't hate Disappearing Act either. I really don't. But I think we want to select. This is, oh my gosh, we did it. Here's Era. That's the latest brawler I've ever seen too, but that's not splashable. That's not responsible. Leave it there. Era is what we want, right? Heck yeah, because we're making energy for days. Trade Winds is pretty good, although Artisan isn't terrible either. I think we want to Trade Winds. Artisan's not terrible though. It really isn't. Yeah. Larger Than Life, probably not playing it. Blade Master. Okay, here's the counter. In case we want it. There we go. Wingsmith, probably not. Pressure Points. Okay. So this deck looks pretty spicy. I'll take out the puzzle knot probably. Because we have card draw with Era and Rashmi. Card advantage with Rashmi. Okay. So I think, all right, we have 24 cards. We should cut one. What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? 2 Cubs, 2 Voyagers, a Virtuoso, and a Rashmi. This is silly. All right, don't get too excited though, because that's how you make mistakes. I think Windrake probably just gets cut. It's really just not doing that much. And then our creatures are about right. 15's good. Our removal's all in the 4-drop, so it's a little bit scary, but I think we have Select and Ether Trade Winds to sort of slow them down, and we're just making energy for days. Oh, for days. It's lovely. So our fixing is Wild Wander, Canal, Theorist should help us find our lands. We can scry with Select. And Virtuoso, we really don't have to play on turn 3. Like, that's really strong late game anyway. So, okay. I think this is good. 1 mountain. So we have 2 sources of mountains with the Canal. 8 with the 8 sources of blue. And 8 sources of green. That seems right. I mean, I kind of want to go 1 more mountain, but I don't think that we should. So I'm going to leave it as is. Yeah, I mean, this deck is pretty strong. I wish we would have, I wish one of these was like the Rabid Bite instead, and not Rabid Bite, Nature's Way. That would make me happy. But I can't complain. This deck, with all these gold cards, it's pretty good. Pretty good. So, all right, we'll see how it works. See you for a little bit. Thanks so much for watching.